My dear students, welcome back to the World Literature. My dear students, today I will continue the story on Rikki Tikki Tavi Part 2. Before that, I will give you a brief on the first part, Rikki Tikki Tavi. Please watch. Rikki Tikki Tavi is a small mongoose who stayed with his parents in a burrow. When a heavy rain happened, he washed away from his house and reached into a new building. There he started to live with the family members. Now he is very curious about the things in the house and he is searching everywhere to find new things. The day seemed to be very pleasant. Basically, all mongooses are so active. They cannot sit idle in one place. So they will roam all around to find out the things in the house. Rikki Tikki Tavi also decided to see all around the house. He started to move nook and corner of the house. While he was roaming, he reached the bathroom and climbed over the tub. He couldn't trace out what it is. So he thought he can find out through an experiment. He jumped into it. After much struggle and hard work, he came out of the water. It is an impossible thing for Rikki Tikki Tavi to sit one place. He jumped on the writing table and put his nose into the ink pot. Rikki Tikki Tavi wants to see how Big Man is writing. So he moved to the writing part, hit on Big Man's tobacco pipe and burned his fur. At night, Rikki Tikki Tavi went to Teddy's nursery and witnessed the technology of lighting a kerosene lamp. During the bedtime, when Teddy went to his bed, Rikki Tikki Tavi also followed him. Teddy started to sleep quickly, but Rikki Tikki Tavi was so restless and attended each sound that heard around. As a responsible authority in the house, Rikki Tikki wants to know the source of each sound and who produced it. Before sleeping, Teddy's father and mother came to the nursery to see their child. They saw that the child is sleeping. They noticed that Rikki Tikki Tavi was awoke and standing on the pillow. It provoked Teddy's mother. She said, "It is standing on my child's pillow. I don't like it." "No, it won't attack the child. If a snake comes, it will attack the snake," Teddy's father said. "This place is so safe. I don't think something awful will happen here," Teddy's mother said. Rikki Tikki Tavi woke up early in the morning and roamed throughout the veranda. When all the family members gathered around the dining table, Rikki Tikki Tavi also occupied there. Rikki Tikki Tavi jumped from one lap to another. They served banana and boiled egg. He enjoyed his breakfast very well. "Now I found everything in the house. Next, I will find out what is there in the garden." Rikki Tikki Tavi talked to himself and wandered throughout the garden. The garden was filled with bushes, oranges, lime trees, clumps of bamboo trees along with long grass. He liked the garden very much. He scuttled up and down in the garden and snuffled here and there. At once, he heard a crying sound. Rikki Tikki Tavi turned around and noticed it was Darcy, the tailor bird. Darcy and his wife weaved a nest by joining two leaves together along with fiber. Darcy was crying. "What happened? Why are you crying?" Rikki Tikki Tavi asked Darcy. "One of our babies fell out from the nest and Nag ate him," Darcy cried. "So sad. I am a stranger here. Who is Nag?" Rikki Tikki asked. Darcy and his wife didn't answer anything. They hid inside the leaves. Soon, Rikki Tikki Tavi heard a hissing sound. He saw a 5 feet long black cobra rose up from the grass and spread his hood. "Who is Nag?" Rikki Tikki asked once again. "I am Nag. The great god Brahm put his mark upon all our people. When the first cobra spread his hood to keep the son of Brahm as he slept, look and be afraid. Now spread out his hood more than ever and said." It was so scary. Dear students, Rikki Tikki Tavi Part 2 ends here. Wait for the real fight between Nag and Rikki Tikki Tavi in Rikki Tikki Tavi Part 3.